And welcome back to Who Would Win. I'm a little late, sorry about that. It's been a long week, and if I look a little flushed, it's really hot out right now. It's like in the high 80s, low 90s, maybe even higher. Um, we kind of have a bit of a heat wave going right now. I don't like the heat very much. If I'm going to be honest. I'm more of a fall and winter kind of person myself because in cold weather, it's a lot easier to bundle up and keep warm than it is to keep cool because you need fans, you need ventilation, air conditioning, whatnot. All for heat, you just need a blanket, or cold, you just need a blanket to keep yourself warm. It's warm out, and I'm feeling it a bit. It's my day off, but I'm actually not feeling amazing. I'm feeling okay. I can do my videos, obviously. I digress. So this one comes to us from Zaire_Ashton90. Underscore 90, who asked the question, who win a fight, Kid Naruto or Boruto? Now, this is basically the age-old question. Is the next generation better than the previous generation? Now, obviously, Boruto shares some similarities with his father as a kid, but not 100%. Not 100%. Not a huge amount of similarities. Besides, physical appearance and shadow clones or Sengun, these guys are actually quite different in terms of how they approach things. Naruto Uzumaki himself, we know him from the first series, came with the Kyuubi chakra. He can go all the way up to the one-tailed state by the end of the series. He has a summoning jutsu for toads. He has the Rasengan. He can spam shadow clones. And he has the substitution and transformation jutsu on his side. So yeah, Naruto was a lot stronger than what he let on. But what really hurt him as a character, or at least as a shinobi, and as a fighter, was the fact that he was young, he was brash, he was hot-headed. He was intelligent when it counted. He could do things on the fly that other people wouldn't generally think of, but he wasn't book smart or book intelligent. He wasn't very He wasn't the most. Oh, crap. He wasn't a humongously. Well, that's a bad grammatical phrasing. He wasn't a. Wow, I'm having trouble finding the right words at the moment. He wasn't a great tactician. He wasn't a Shikamaru or a Kakashi or anything like that. But he could throw his opponents off, definitely. He could spam his techniques pretty easily just because he had so much chakra to do it with. And he was fine in hand-to-hand combat, but he was no master. He was not overly skilled at it. From what you're saying, he always had a passing grade in hand-to-hand combat, but it was more of a brawler than like a martial artist. Though later on in the series, we see he definitely refines that. Naruto was never weak, but he's also, not the strongest. He also carries kunai and explosive notes and smoke bombs, and he even carries a couple stink bombs on him. Maybe he doesn't carry a couple stink bombs. I might have read that in a fanfic somewhere. Boruto Uzumaki. Boruto is the son of Hinata and Naruto. Unlike Naruto, Naruto was always cocky, but he was never arrogant. Boruto is arrogant. Now, that has alleviated itself as the series progresses, as far as I know. I don't watch or read a Boruto, so I do have to go a little bit on assumption, but I have the information up here, so I do know to some degree. Because his mom was father was a Hokage, and his mom was, head of a Kyuubi clan, he has a high opinion of himself and brags freely about his abilities, but his arrogance has made him put no value in teamwork. Kakashi even said when they had a fight against him that Boruto is around a Chunin level, just upon graduation exams. He's got a very bad dad complex, unfortunately, to the point where he went all the way out to cheating to impress his dad, and all that did was get him disqualified from the Chunin exams. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it doesn't help his cause there. But in terms of actual abilities, Boruto has access to lightning, wind, and water release chakras. Affinity actually for lightning, which apparently Hinata has that ability, and so there you are. And which already puts him a step above Naruto because Naruto doesn't have any affinities for anything at that. We know he has a wind affinity. We do know that. But he never had access to it at that point in the series. We're dealing with Kid Naruto here. If this was Shippuden Naruto, it'd be a different beast entirely. And at what point in Shippuden are we talking about? Because if we're talking about like near the end of Shippuden, that is actually arguably him at his strongest. Boruto is actually capable of using a Gentle Fist thing, so I'm not using anime-only techniques, by the way. Gentle Fist, the Harem Jutsu, which would not work on either of these guys. He has his Kama, which is a seal that he got when he went against, I believe it's Momo Utsutsuki, basically the villain from Naruto the Last, or Boruto the Last, sorry. It is a seal that takes the shape of a black diamond marker on it. Although unfamiliar with the population at large, Karma has gathered intel. Kara, I believe, is a group, has gathered intel on it in similar seals. When activated, it significantly enhances Boruto's physical abilities and jutsu power. It can absorb enemy attacks like ninjutsu and large-scale explosions. Boruto and Kawaki Kama's freaking site. What was that? Boruto and Kawaki's Karma exhibit resonance when in close proximity. The Karma's resonate and apparently enables them to release anything that either of them has previously absorbed. This resonance also seems to be independent. Okay, so that's not going to matter because he's not going to be there in this fight. He could activate. So basically, he can activate it at will, but it takes some time to do so, and it does take some power to do so as well. Boruto does know the Rasengan. I do believe it took him a while to get the Rasengan down, however. And he could only use smaller variations for a while just due to the fact it's a difficult jutsu to get down. He got down in 3 days. He's considered a prodigy for his age. He does apparently know the purple lightning, electricity, which is something Kakashi actually knows, to compensate for his lack of Sharingan now. And lightning release thunderclap arrow, which I do not know what those are. Let's see, the purple electricity, which is again one of Kakashi's new techniques. He also knows the wind style gale palm. The user releases a stream of purple electricity from their hand to attack targets from a short mid-range. Technique is powerful enough to summon rain clouds and shoot into the sky. Kakashi can creatively allow this technique to flow through spilled alcohol. So yeah, it's basically Kakashi's technique now that he didn't have his Sharingan. He couldn't use Chidori, basically, is what the reason for creating the technique. Because the Chidori, when you're charging, creates a tunnel vision effect, but the Sharingan was allowed to, or enabled him to relieve that effect. Unfortunately, losing the Sharingan by the end of the series meant he couldn't really use the Chidori or Lightning Blade effectively. Although you could still probably use it for a hand-to-hand combat situation. I don't wonder if he ever considered that. He also has the lightning release thunderclap arrow, which is the user molds and then shapes his lightning chakra. They can combine molds then shapes lightning chakra. They can then throw the lightning as a projectile-based attack or combine it with a water release to electrocute a target. Okay. And then, like I said, wind style gale palm. He also has water to, like I say, he also has water release, water surging sea. Surging sea. I'm not going to go over every single detail of his techniques because a lot of them are just repeats. Surging wildfire, and those are anime only, so I don't need that. The vanishing Rasengan is when he combines his nature chakra with the Rasengan, which actually causes it to disappear as he throws it, but then hits someone. Where water release surging sea is basically the technique where you release the water from your mouth. That's basically it. Last but not least, one technique, lightning triple. What the hell is lightning triple? Again, you can tell I don't read or watch Boruto, so yeah, what the hell is lightning triple? Lightning triple here, alright. User throws 3 shurikens infused with lightning release at opponent. The additional lightning chakra increases lethality in cutting weapons. Also, you could probably electrocute someone. Okay, I actually did see a clip of that one. So, okay. Now we got basically Boruto saw that. How would this fight go down? Well, let's see here. Let's assume, because there is time travel that's been used in Naruto before, that through a space-time ninjutsu, Boruto winds up back in the day, back near the very end of the original Naruto arc. Maybe Jiraiya and him are going off. All of a sudden, Boruto shows up. It's like, what's going on? And then, they try to get home. But meanwhile, Boruto's like, all right. It's like, hey, can we fight? It's like, fight? You want to fight? It's like, yeah, I want to fight you. I mean, I never got a chance to fight you in the future, so this is a great opportunity for me to just test myself against you in this day and age. I mean, all right, if you really want to test me against, because I'm going to be future Hokage. Yeah, of course you're going to be a future Hokage. Who the hell wants to be Hokage? Oh, actually, you know what? No, he'd probably bring that up during the fight and would really piss Naruto off. So they would start off the fight, and, they'd maybe throw some shurikens at each other. And in the straight fight, Boruto's going to win the straight, fist fight. I think Naruto is unpredictable, though. Naruto, I think, is the naturally more unpredictable one of the two. But Boruto, because Boruto's not a prankster in the same sense that Naruto is. Boruto does do pranks, but it's to get attention from his dad, whereas Naruto did it to get attention from anyone. And Naruto's also a lot more cantankerous a little bit than Boruto. So while Boruto's definitely beating Naruto up quite a bit, Naruto's still getting the occasional hit in, and Boruto maybe just uses the Gale Clown, pushes Naruto back. Naruto just starts Shadow Clone Jutsu, and then he just goes Shadow Clone Jutsu, and they go out again. He uses the seeing as I can get the name up here real quick. Oh, lightning triple, basically. So that was the name of it, where he throws the shuriken. He uses the lightning triple technique, so they go flying, start hitting the clones. Naruto's like, oh, and Naruto's like, oh, okay, fun, Shadow Clone Jutsu, and then boom, creates like 20 clones, and Boruto's now like, okay, yeah, I guess he could use this many clones even back then. So he creates the purple lightning and starts shocking the clones. Naruto though just uses some smoke bombs. Boom. Boruto uses the Gale Palm. All of a sudden he hears a familiar sound. So he's a Rasengan running from Rasengan, and then Boruto quickly creates a Rasengan. Rasengan, boom! They clash, and so far it's relatively even. But again, in terms of actual chakra available, I think Boruto does actually have the larger natural chakra reserve, being the son of Naruto, absolutely, and Hinata. But Naruto actually has more chakra because he has the QB in him at this point. So, they clash, and he's like, yeah, you're pretty good, but why? You're wasting on. No, Boruto's like lecturing. Like, hey, don't lecture maids. Like, you don't have to lecture me. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, you know what you're doing. You're gonna be the Hokage. Yeah, I'm gonna be Hokage. Oh no, I'm sure you will be the Hokage. Just a dumb job to do. A dumb job to have. I mean, you don't spend time with your kids and all that stuff. Then it's like and then Naruto's like, shut up. It's like, and then now Naruto's just kind of pissed. Just Shadow Clone, and then just creates another 30 Shadow Clones. Like, Boruto's like, crap, and then he's got to start running. But that being said, he uses the Jogan to basically see the chakra, find out where the real Naruto is, and then just comes in and is like, got you, boom, it's over. It's like, it's over. I didn't think you were the gun. It's over, and I finally beat you in a fight. And then beat you in a fight, and then Naruto just suddenly grabs him. You sure about that? And then poof, he pops. It turns out it was just a shadow clone, and then the real Naruto show up behind him, just, boom, and actually do land solid hits on Boruto. It's like Boruto's just like, how did you hide your chakra? What do you mean? Is a shadow? Didn't anyone tell you a shadow clone works? It's like, what do you mean a shadow clone works? And then Naruto surprisingly, as far as like your chakra gets spaced. It's how Naruto would probably explain it. It just gets distributed evenly between everyone. But he'd probably say, your chakra spreads out between the clones, so it's an even amount. And what? Dad never told me that. And he's like, yeah, well, sorry. I guess your dad's kind of a douche, isn't he? I was like, yeah, he is. So all right, fine. And then they go toe to toe again. Then let me show you something really cool. Summoning Jutsu summons. Summoning Jutsu is actually only in the anime, so he doesn't have that. All right. And it's like, fine then. It's like lightning star, thunderclap arrow. It's a crap. Then Boruto comes and says, got you, triple lightning. And then, he throws the shurikens at Naruto. He's like, everywhere shuriken. Then, he blocks them with a couple clones. Clones get poofed out. They go toe to toe again. Now Naruto and him are now starting to tire out. But Naruto, here's the thing. In terms of determination and attitude, Naruto beats Boruto, because Boruto's just kind of an arrogant little punk, is what he is. I mean, he's gotten better as far as I know from the series, but he's just an arrogant little punk. Naruto had something to legitimately prove to himself as a kid and to others. So that's something that Boruto does not have. So in terms of like sheer resolve, Naruto's got him beat. He's like, you can't win. He's like, Rasengan! Then he just brings out the comments. It's like, I told you, you can't win! And then just Rasengan's Naruto. It's like, ah! I hope I didn't overdo it. I hope I'm not going to be, like, not born or something. I hope I'm not going to be born in the future or something like that. I'm not fading away. Okay, we're all good. And he goes over to walk to Naruto and say, it's over, Naruto. I finally beat, and he says it again, and all of a sudden he just suddenly feels chakra. And all of a sudden Naruto just gets up and just boom, smacks him right in the face. right in the mouth too. Boruto goes flying, just, oh, and then he just sees that Naruto's getting him, still huffing and puffing, but now getting that second wind in him where, you think I'm done out of this yet? And that's like, he realizes it takes Boruto a second to realize what's going on. He's like, oh crap, he's tapping into the fox. That's right, he still has the fox in him at this point. Oh crap. And then Naruto comes again, but this time rushes Boruto where Boruto just does not have the time to react. Granted, he's got his Kama activated, so his physical abilities are enhanced, so he can still kind of see it coming and react, but Naruto is basically just overwhelming him with sheer strength and power. Boruto is more skilled and is able to up his abilities with the Kama, is still having trouble keeping up, and then Naruto is able to get a couple actual solid strikes and and now Boruto's like crap and Rasengan, and then the Rasengan just fizzes out. If you and Naruto's like, it looks like, let me show you a real Rasengan, and then the vanishing Rasengan hits. And Naruto finally just says, screw it, and the fox just like, all right, kid. Karamas would probably have like some inkling of what happened here. See, your son's pissing me off more than you pissed me off. I'll give you that little extra chakra here, just to beat his ass. And then he goes in the one tail state, and they clash again. Boruto using the last of his abilities, uses the Kama to start to absorb some of the fox's chakra because he can do that to some extent. But I don't think he'd have full control over it at this point that he can absorb it all. Plus, Naruto, he still has to focus on Naruto's technique. So the question is that does he absorb Kurama's chakra, or does he absorb the Rasengan that's all purple and slightly larger? I think he has to focus on the Rasengan, creates a Rasengan in his other hand. However, Naruto still has a free hand as well. So he uses the other hand to create Rasengan as well, just out of habit. And they clash, and there's an explosion, and both these guys are just laid out on the ground. And then slowly, one of them stirs, and I think it would be Naruto. When I say stirs, I don't mean they get up on their feet, but it's kind of like with Gaara versus Naruto. Naruto was still able to move a bit, and it was still, coming towards Gaara. I think it's Naruto. Maybe he kind of just barely gets up, but he can't stand up. He's just, I win. And Boruto's just like, crap. Even I can't even beat my dumbass dad's kid. It's like, wait, what did you say? Crap. And about. So why do I give and let me put it this way, this is the sliver, this is like a sliver of a victory. I'm going 55-45 on this. This is almost a coin toss right here. Why does Kid Naruto win when Boruto seems to just be overall superior in just about every way? He's superior in hand-to-hand combat. He has just far more jutsu on him. He has elemental chakra. He has a freaking seal on him that can absorb techniques and chakra. Plus, he has the Jogan, which is basically a Genkai, a dojutsu. So, why does Naruto win this fight? In my mind, it comes down to a couple major factors. One is their personality. Boruto is, even with improvements with his character, Boruto is still arrogant from everything I know, which means that's something that can easily be taken advantage of. And Naruto's fought arrogant opponents before and taken advantage of their arrogance. So that's something Naruto's dealt with before. Also, Naruto's, I think, slightly more unpredictable than Boruto is. He's just more naturally inclined, or naturally, what's the best term to use? He's got a better handle of the Shadow Clone Jutsu than Boruto has. Plus, his chakra reserves, combining with his natural reserves and the Kurama's reserves, he can just span the Shadow Clone Jutsu far easier. I think, and again, I said earlier, I think Boruto might have larger natural reserves than Naruto, but now that I say that out loud, there's a reason. I think there's a reason Boruto only creates 4 or so many clones. It's not that he probably couldn't create more. It's just that's the amount he feels comfortable with, and it's the best. It's the one that he can use the most effectively at once. But I think he could probably spam a certain amount, but he couldn't create like the 2,000 clones that Naruto could. I don't think he can do that. So I actually have to take back what I said earlier, that Naruto has the larger natural chakra reserves. And even if he didn't, he still has Kurama's chakra to go off of. He's also just more accustomed to naturally spamming shadow clones and just overwhelming opponents. And Boruto would have difficulty with that. Add on also to the fact that their personality, like I said, Boruto's naturally arrogant. Naruto's cocky. He's not arrogant. And the few times that arrogance is shown, he's usually been brought down to earth, and then he improves from there. But he's far more driven and determined than Boruto is. Like, that is a defining trait of his character. Like, he's got the shonen willpower of a protagonist, basically. So he's got that is going for him as well in that regard. But Kurama being there really adds something to the fact that even if Naruto, because Boruto probably would get shots in, not just like with other techniques. He might get the purple lightning on. He might get the light triple light. He probably would end up hitting him with the Rasengan. Kurama's healing factor, especially when he activates that chakra, Kurama's chakra, certainly would aid in that and allow Naruto to have a much stronger advantage in a physical altercation. And if you go all the way to One Tails, well, the Karma could probably absorb a solid amount of that chakra. If Naruto's coming in with a Rasengan, that's going to be, because he can't just absorb Kurama's chakra. He has to absorb the attack coming first, and then the chakra that Kurama's pumping into that, plus Kurama's chakra. So there's so much that he has to absorb, and I can only assume I only imagine he can absorb only so much. But even if he can absorb everything, he still has to absorb the thing that's coming in. And Naruto has a free hand on him as well, plus the fox's tail in that form. And we've seen that Naruto can create 2 Rasengans at once. Even though it's never been canon, the movies have shown that Kid Naruto could do that. So between personality, just sheer endurance. I think there's another thing too. Naruto just has sheer endurance on his side. I think between chakra, endurance, sheer power is the thing that Naruto really has on his side as well. And slight levels of unpredictability, I gotta give the slim mark, like I said, 55 to 45. Let me know if you disagree. That's fine if you do. To Naruto and Uzumaki in this regard. But let me know what you think of the comments below. Do you think it's Boruto or do you think it's Naruto who wins? Kid Naruto, mind you. Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. Do a review of it at some point. I just wrote in Star Wars Super Magic. What if anything to do with the channel? Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. So tomorrow there'll be a what if and a box office. And it's the week of what ifs coming up this week. So it's I have a new schedule. So I'm working a big good news. I work 40 hours now at my job. Bad news, that means I work every day in the week, which is where I do the majority of my videos. So fortunately, I get home early enough that I should be able to cram my videos out without too much difficulty. But just to let you know, if there are some videos that are late, it's because I do have a new work schedule going on. Anyway, I digress. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And do have a review for Stuber to come a little later date. I was going to see Crawl, but frankly, it's hot. I'm not in the mood for it. So maybe I'll do Crawl on Tuesday or something like that, or during the week. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you